Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is Muhammad Atif and this is the summary of today's lesson. Today we started lesson 2. Title of the lesson is What Should You Say? What Should You Do? Before we started the lesson, we discussed the learning objectives of today's lesson as a whole class because this lesson is about the social situations. Okay, in this lesson we discuss how to behave in a particular social gatherings. Okay, so first of all, the first learning objective of the lesson is reading and answering a questionnaire. We have a questionnaire on our page 10, and we discussed it with the class, and we answered the questionnaire according to the situation, and it reflects our mindset, like how we respond in such a situation. Like if you are uh, sitting with family, how you should behave. If you need anything while you are sitting with your family, how you would request for that thing. So this is the questionnaire on page number 10, and we have to read it and answer the questionnaire, and then we have a conversation in next exercise, and then we have to read that conversation and then answer it accordingly. Then speaking activity. In this lesson we compare ways of behaving in social situations, as I gave you the example earlier, like if you are sitting with family, if you are sitting in your classroom, if you are attending an event, or if you are in mosque for prayer. Okay, so in each situation, uh, if you want to behave mm, respectful, okay, there are some techniques, there are some words and phrases that we use in every situation, uh, just to show our uh, behavior. So we should, in this lesson, basically we will practice those behavior practice. Okay, and then critical thinking. In this then listening activity, listening to situation and responding appropriately. In a track we will listen to some particular situations, and we have to reply with our own mind. Okay, and then critical thinking. In this activity we will understand social convention and developing awareness of cultural differences, and doing multiple choice quiz and working out the results. Interfacing and language focus. In this part of the activity we will discuss modal verbs and their usage, and then we will discuss some new vocabulary words like congratulations, good night, sleep well, well done, happy new year, have a good holiday, have a good weekend, nice to meet you, see you later, and welcome to. So these are some expressions that we use on different occasions uh, in our society. So these are the learning objectives that we are going to learn in our today's lesson. After that, as a whole class, we discussed this opening question: Are you good in social situations? Means sometimes people couldn't behave well in specific social situation. For example, if you are facing a crowd, a big crowd, some people have a crowd fear, and they collapse in that situation. They couldn't speak well, they couldn't behave well, they got nervous, and they behave weird in that kind of situation when they are facing a big crowd. So same like that, in this as a whole class we discussed that are you good in social situations. And then after that question, some of the students replied according to their personality, according to their strengths. Like some people, some students are confident, so they said yes, they can deal with any kind of public situation or social situation. And some students are, as I gave you the example, some students are shy, so they mentioned that they couldn't feel comfortable or they didn't feel comfortable in social situation, or if when they have a big gathering they couldn't feel comfortable and they feel shy in it. And also, after that, can you always think of the right thing to say? For those people who are confident in social situations, they definitely think of the right way to handle the situation, or they always think the right situation, the right thing to say in such kind of situation when they are talking to someone, or when they are addressing the people, or when they are having conversation with a big crowd. So basically this is the practice of the students for to behave in social situations, how to deal with social situations, especially when they are new in some situations, okay, or when they are new in some environment or some culture they never before, so how they will handle that kind of situation. So then after that, before we started this questionnaire, basically this questionnaire is about how to use the request, how to use the permission, how to use ability, how to use uh, the advice. Okay, so basically these all things are connected to our all these things are connected to our English grammar lesson, which is models. Okay, so I showed the video to the whole class about the model verbs, and I'm going to include this video here in our lesson so everyone can understand it. So let's watch the video, and then I will explain it to you again. Here is the video.
Modal auxiliaries, or modals, are verbs that are used before ordinary verbs to express different meanings such as permission, possibility, ability, necessity, certainty, obligation, etc. Examples of modal auxiliaries are will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, must, ought, need. Take a look at these examples. We will come for the show. The modal will appears before the ordinary verb come.
Uh, we use modal verbs or helping verbs. We also call them helping verbs before our primary verb or ordinary verb, or you can say the main verb. Why we use it? We use helping verb to help us to explain permission, possibility, ability, necessity, certainty, or obligation. Okay, these are the situations that we cannot show or we cannot express in our sentence without helping verbs. Okay, so examples of modal auxiliaries are will, would, shall, should, may, might, can, could, must, ought, and need. In the coming slides, okay, you are going to learn the use of each modal verb. Okay, basically each modal verb has its own purpose. Okay, for example, may is the modal verb that we use when we want to request. Okay, and need or ought is something like when you want to order someone or when you want to give advice. Okay, so we are going to learn the use of each modal verb in coming slides, so watch it closely please.
It is used to express certainty. We might come for the show. The modal might appears before the ordinary verb come. It is used to express possibility. Remember that modals do not change according to the number and person of the subject. Let us learn about the uses of the modal auxiliaries shall and will. The modals shall and will are often used to express the pure future. For example, I shall be famous. He will succeed. Should and would are used as the past tense of shall and will. Shall and should are used to express a command, duty, or obligation. For example, you shall report at noon. We should address the committee. Will is used to express volition. For example, I will take you there means I am willing to take you there. Similarly, they will sing for us means they wish to sing for us. Let us see how the modals must and ought are used. Must is used to express necessity or obligation. For example, we must listen to him. Ought, on the other hand, is used to express a moral obligation. For example, we ought to love our brothers and sisters. Let us now look in detail at the usage of modals. The following table shows how modals can be used to express the meaning of permission. The following
Here you can see the difference between may and can. Okay, formal permission, we already discussed the meaning of formal in previous lessons. Formal means a way of behaving that is accepted in, or that is acceptable in a particular social situation. Okay, and less formal or informal means the way of behaving with our close friends or our brother or our family members. Okay, like you can be frank with them, you can talk freely, no need to be formal with friends or your brother or your family. So this is the difference between formal permission and less formal permission. So for formal way of behaving, like if you want to request something to your teacher. Okay, if you want to request your teacher, then you will say may. Okay, like may I go to washroom. And for less formal, you can if you want to request your friend, like can I go, or can I have your pencil. So this is the uh, difference between formal permission and less formal permission.
The following table shows how modals can be used to express the meaning of possibility. The following table shows how modals can be used to express the meaning of ability. Remember that modals can be used to express different meanings like permission, possibility, ability, etc., depending on the context they are used in. We have looked at auxiliaries and modals. Let us read some more examples.
So that was the lesson about the modal verbs. Okay, the modals can perform different functions. As I mentioned, modal verbs are auxiliary verbs like shall, should, can, could, will, would, may, might. Okay, and we use them before our main verb. Asking for and giving advice. For yani asking and giving advice, we use should for advice. We use can for less formal permission, and we use may for more formal permission and or request. And then if you want to offer something, offer help or offer anything, so then we use can. So after solving this exercise, after understanding the grammar lesson, students solve this exercise on page 10. This exercise is like open-ended answer. This is different for everyone. Yani, you can use should I take my shoes, or you can also say do you want me to take my shoes off. Both answers are acceptable. Okay, this is just after learning the modal verbs, this is the practice for the students to apply those modal verbs to request someone, to take permission, to ask for advice, and all that. So this is the exercise one that we solved as a class. Okay, let me give you one more example. Question 4: your friend's parents are in the kitchen preparing a meal. Okay, so to you, in this situation, you can say these three things, one of these three things. Okay, or one of these three replies: I'm really hungry, or you can say need any help, or you can say can I help you. Now you can see all three different expressions can say, can reflect your behavior. Okay, like they can tell someone how you behave in such a situation. Like your friend's parents are preparing some food. Okay, so what is the respected way? The respected way is that you will offer them your help, or you can say need any help, or you can say can I help you. So more formal way to offer your help is can I help you. So the students will should choose this option, can I help you. Same like that, you will solve all these six questions. And then same like that, question number 2. Question number 2 is also about the completing the conversation using modal verbs. Okay, there may be more than one possibility. As I mentioned that the answers are can be different. Okay, according to the situations, according to the uh, behaving possibilities of the students, so they can choose according to the situation. So after that, as a whole class, we discussed this track. Okay, I'm gonna play the track, and after that you have to listen to the track, and then you need to answer the questions.
Track
Here is the track 3.
3. 1. Hello. I don't think we've met before. You must be Claudia's friend. I'm Roberto. 2. We had a really difficult maths problem for homework tonight, but I've worked out how to do it, and I've finished it. 3.
See you when I get back. I'll be away for 3 weeks. I'll send you a postcard.
4. I feel really tired. I think I'll go to bed now. See you in the morning.
Okay, so that was the track 3. In this track, they use some expressions. Okay, you can also see here, and you just need to listen to the conversation, those expressions, and then you need to translate them in your own Arabic language. So that was exercise 3. After that, we discussed the homework, and I'm going to show you the homework also. So your homework is page 4 and page 5 of your workbook. Okay, same lesson. So you need to finish it before the next class. That's all for today. Thank you very much. Allah Hafiz.